spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Right there in the middle, 55. I got it. Undercut.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, QB, come on.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on third down, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check 3, check 20.
First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Throwing on second down, Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Raiders' 26-yard line.
180. 53, Mike. I'm coming after you. 8. Here go.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
I got it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Carr gives to Richard. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it with Scarlett. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, it's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Richard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
637.
Carr now on 1st down. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Carr finds Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Richard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Tyrell Williams. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
What down? 280. 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Later one. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. This is Scarlett on the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And able to find Green. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Scarlett. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Now Newton. Complete to right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Mike, it's our field. Greg. Hey, it's all right.
On 1st down, Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Richard. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr caught by Cobb. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 734.
From the gun, Carr lets it go for Nelson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You get block me.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down.
X3, 218, chop. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Raiders 17. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Panthers
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Now a give here to Scarlett. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run the counter. Richard, and an alley to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jalen Richard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will start the drive with Scarlett. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They turn to Scarlett again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. They go quickly here out to Moore. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Scarlett, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And we're back now in Charlotte. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's got Green. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Here's Newton, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Raiders take over.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
This is Richard, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football ball is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Caught by Nelson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. On first down, Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
29. Hey, orbit.
Shotgun now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
You're mine. SOS.
Carr going to go on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Check it. 180. Check 53.
To throw on third down. Newton finding Green complete. And he's into the clear. 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
At the 16-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he's... But still a little...